My beloved child, when everything seems to be falling apart, when the world feels like it's spinning out of your control, trust me. I know how hard that is, especially when nothing makes sense, and your heart is heavy with worry. You see, trusting me isn't about ignoring your troubles. It's about acknowledging that I'm bigger than them. It's about surrendering your fears and anxieties to me, even when you can't see the way forward. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, but don't let those feelings dictate your faith. Trust me, not just when things are smooth, but especially when they're rough. Hold on to me, my child, and you'll find that even in the storm, I am your refuge, your anchor. When life feels like it's spiraling out of control, and everything seems to be going wrong, give thanks. Yes, it sounds crazy, but there's power in gratitude. Giving thanks shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, namely, that I am with you. It doesn't mean you ignore your pain or pretend everything is perfect. It means you choose to see me in the middle of it all. It's a supernatural act that lifts you above your circumstances, like an eagle soaring on the wind. When you thank me, even when it's hard, you open the door for my peace to flood your heart. You invite my presence into the chaos, and where I am, there's peace that doesn't make sense to the world. My child, I know the natural response to difficulties is to complain, to grumble, to let the negativity seep in and take over. But be careful, because that path is slippery. Complaints may seem small, but they have a way of multiplying, darkening your perspective, and dragging you down. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, picking up speed and size until it's out of control. The more you complain, the easier it becomes, and before you know it, you're caught in a downward spiral. But remember, even when you're sliding, you can still apply the brakes. You can still cry out to me, and I'll be there to catch you. When you feel yourself slipping into negativity, my child, call on my name. Speak it out loud if you have to. There's power in my name, a power that can break the chains of darkness and lift you out of the pit. When you affirm your trust in me, even when everything around you is screaming that you shouldn't, you're making a declaration of faith. You're saying, I trust you, God, more than I trust my circumstances. That's a powerful statement, one that changes the atmosphere. It doesn't mean your situation will change instantly, but your perspective will. And that makes all the difference. I know it's not easy to thank me for everything, especially when everything feels like too much to bear. But gratitude is like a key that unlocks doors you didn't even know were there. It seems irrational, I know, to give thanks when you're hurting, or when life feels like a mess. But my child, gratitude is a weapon. It's a tool that shifts your focus from the problem to the solution, from your pain to my presence. When you choose to thank me, despite how you feel, you're choosing to see with eyes of faith. You're saying, God, I believe you're still good, even in this. And that's where the miracle happens. As you begin to thank me, my child, you'll notice a change. It might be subtle at first, like a small ray of sunlight breaking through the clouds, but it's there. You'll start to feel a lift in your spirit, a lightness that wasn't there before. That's my peace, gradually taking hold as you let go of your worries. It's the kind of peace that doesn't make sense, that goes beyond understanding. It's not just the absence of trouble, but the presence of something much greater. My unfathomable peace, a peace that holds you steady, even when the world is shaking. When you find yourself back on solid ground, don't rush to move forward. Take a moment to breathe, to reflect, and to recognize that you're standing because I held you up. From this place of humility, you can face your circumstances with a different perspective. You're not the same as you were before the storm. You're stronger, more resilient, and more aware of my presence in your life. You've been through the valley, and now you're standing on the mountain. But don't forget what you've learned along the way. Let those lessons guide you as you move forward. My child, the next time life throws you a curveball, and it will, choose to respond differently. Don't fall back into old patterns of fear, doubt, or negativity. Instead, lean into the supernatural responses that you've learned, trusting me, thanking me, and seeking my peace. These responses aren't natural, they're spiritual. They're rooted in faith, not in feelings. And when you choose them, you're choosing to rise above your circumstances. You're choosing to live not by what you see, but by what you believe. And what you believe, my child, is that I am with you always. In these moments of trust and gratitude, you'll find that my peace is not just a fleeting feeling, but a deep, abiding presence. It's a peace that guards your heart and mind, that keeps you steady even when the waves crash around you. It's a peace that reminds you that no matter what happens, you're never alone. I am with you, and I will never leave you. Hold on to this truth, my child, especially when life gets tough. It's this peace that will carry you through, that will give you the strength to keep going, to keep trusting, and to keep thanking me. My child, remember that you are not walking this journey alone. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you, holding you, and carrying you when you can't walk on your own. When things go wrong, when the road gets rough, don't despair. Look to me, trust in me, and thank me, for I am your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are mine. No storm can change that. Trust me, thank me, and let my peace rule in your heart today and always. My child, I am the creator of heaven and earth, the one who formed the stars and breathed life into all that exists. Yet I choose to dwell within you, making my home in your heart. Imagine that. I, who am vast beyond comprehension, have chosen to live within you, enveloping you with my presence. This is not just a theological concept, it is a profound, living reality. My spirit within you is your constant companion, your guide, and your strength. Even when you feel small and insignificant, remember that you carry the infinite within you. Let this knowledge fill you with awe and wonder, for it is not by your merit, but by my love that I have made this possible. There are times when you might feel self-sufficient, thinking you can navigate life on your own. The path may appear clear, the road straight and easy. But be cautious, my child, for it is precisely in these moments that you are most vulnerable. Overconfidence can lead to a fall, and self-reliance can lead to stumbling. I don't want you to walk alone. I want to walk with you every step of the way. My spirit is within you, ready to assist you in ways you cannot even imagine. All you need to do is ask. Don't be shy or hesitant. I'm here for you, always. You see, my spirit is not just a distant helper or an abstract force. He is a part of me, the essence of my love, power, and wisdom living within you. He is your counselor, your comforter, and your strength. When you're feeling lost or overwhelmed, turn to him. When you're unsure of your next step, seek his guidance. He knows the path before you, every twist and turn, and he is eager to lead you, but you must let him. Don't try to carry burdens that aren't yours to bear, and don't try to navigate challenges without his help. Trust him, lean on him, and let him be your guide. Life can be tough, full of unexpected challenges and trials. There will be days when you feel like you're walking through a storm, battered by winds of doubt and fear. In those moments, my child, remember that you are not alone. I am with you, within you, sheltering you with my presence. The storm may rage, but it cannot overpower you if you hold on to me. I am your refuge, your fortress. Call on me, and I will answer. Lean into my strength, and you will find peace even in the midst of chaos. But my child, don't wait for the storm to seek me. Cultivate a relationship with my spirit daily, in the quiet moments as well as the turbulent ones. Speak to me. Listen for my voice and let my words fill your heart. The more you do, the more you'll recognize my presence in your life. I am not far off. I am right here, closer than your own breath. I long for you to know me deeply, to walk in intimacy with me. This is not just a spiritual discipline. It is the key to a life of joy and purpose. There are times when you may feel unworthy of my presence, burdened by guilt or shame. You may think that you have to clean yourself up before coming to me. But let me tell you, my child, nothing you do can separate you from my love. I am not here to condemn you, but to lift you up, to heal you, and to set you free. Come to me as you are, with all your imperfections and wounds. My grace is sufficient, and my mercy is boundless. I see you, I know you, and I love you completely. Let go of your fears and doubts, and let my Spirit work in you. You might wonder, how can someone as great as I be so concerned with your life? It's simple, really. I created you out of love, and I have a purpose for you. Your life is not an accident, and your struggles are not meaningless. I am weaving a tapestry, and every thread is significant, even the ones that seem broken or frayed. Trust me, my child, for I am working all things together for your good. My plans for you are filled with hope and a future. Keep your eyes on me, and you will see my hand at work in ways you never imagined. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of the world, to be pulled in different directions by all the demands and pressures of life. But remember, my child, that your first and greatest calling is to know me and to be known by me. All the achievements and accolades of the world are fleeting, but my love for you is eternal. Don't let the world steal your focus. Stay close to me, abide in my presence, and you will find everything you need. I am your source of life, your wellspring of joy, and your everlasting peace. There will be moments when you feel weak, when you're tempted to give up. In those times, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Don't be afraid to admit that you need help. It's not a sign of failure, but of wisdom. My Spirit is your helper, and He delights in coming to your aid. When you are weak, I am strong within you. When you are weary, I will carry you. Just reach out to me, and I will lift you up. You are never alone, my child, and you never have to face anything on your own. My child, know this. I am always with you, and I will never leave you. My Spirit is your constant companion, your friend, your guide. Whatever you face, whatever comes your way, I am here. I am for you, not against you. I have called you by name, and you are mine. Let this truth anchor your soul. Walk with me, talk with me, and trust me with every aspect of your life. I am your Creator, your Savior, your Lord, and I am also your loving Father. Rest in my love, and let my Spirit fill you with peace, joy, and strength. My child, I want you to follow me with everything you've got. Don't just shuffle along behind me. Run with excitement like a kid racing to the playground. There's an adventure ahead, and you might not see where the road twists and turns. But I've got the map, so trust that you're on the right path. Imagine the gifts waiting for you just around the corner, so close, yet still unseen. The surprises I've planned for you are better than anything you could dream up. But to unwrap them, you've got to walk by faith, not by sight. Don't just look at the world with your physical eyes. See it through the lens of your heart, where I'm leading you. Keep your eyes on me. Even when the world tries to distract you with its noise and glitter, there's something much more beautiful, more real, just beyond what you can see. Sometimes, I'll take you up steep mountains where the path is narrow and the air is thin. You might feel like you're balancing on a knife's edge with nothing but my hand to keep you from falling. But, oh, the view. As you climb higher, the world below starts to fade away, and suddenly, all those worries and fears that once felt so heavy are light as air. Up there, it's just you and me, my child. You can hear my voice clearer, feel my presence stronger, and all the clamor of the world seems like a distant echo. It's in those moments you'll realize that you were never meant to carry the weight of the world, just the weight of my love, which is light and freeing. And up there, in the quiet of the mountain heights, you'll find peace that makes no sense to the world, but fills your heart with joy. Don't be afraid of these glory moments. When the light of my presence shines so brightly, you feel like you could touch it. Let yourself be completely present in those times, not holding back, not worrying about what comes next. Bask in the glow, feel the warmth seep into your soul, and know that this is what I've always wanted for you. These are the moments that fill you up, that remind you of who you really are, my beloved child, cherished and held close to my heart. Let the light fill you, so there's no room for darkness. You're meant to shine, my child, to reflect this light wherever you go. Soak it in, let it transform you, and carry it with you like a beacon guiding others to me. There will come a time when I'll lead you down from the mountain, back into the valley where life is messy and people are broken. But don't think for a second that you're leaving my presence behind. Just because you can't see the mountaintop anymore doesn't mean it's gone. The light that you experienced up there, it's still with you, still shining inside you, even when the path gets dark again. I'm right there beside you, walking with you, and my light is now yours to share. You've been changed by the climb, and now it's time to take that change into the world. The valley needs what you found on the mountain: hope, joy, and the unwavering certainty that you are loved. Life in the valley will try to dim your light, my child. The world will throw shadows across your path, whisper lies in your ear, and try to pull you away from me. But remember, I'm not just up on the mountain. I'm right there in the valley too, in the thick of it with you. When the noise gets too loud, find a quiet spot and listen for my voice. It's still and small, but it's powerful enough to cut through any chaos. Don't let the valley steal your peace. The same hand that held you steady on the mountaintop is the one holding you now. When you feel weary, lean into me. I've got more than enough strength to carry you through. I know the valley can be tough, my child, but don't forget the beauty that's hidden there. It's easy to miss when your eyes are fixed on the problems, but if you take a moment to look around, you'll see my handiwork everywhere. The flowers that bloom even in the rocky places, the streams that run quietly, bringing life to the dry ground. All of it speaks of my love for you. You see, even in the hardest places, I'm still at work, still bringing beauty out of brokenness. So keep your eyes open, not just for the challenges, but for the glimpses of my glory that are sprinkled throughout your journey. Every flower, every stream, every moment of peace is a reminder that I'm with you, and that I'm making all things new. As you walk through this life, my child, you'll meet others who are struggling, just like you have. They might not know where to turn or who to trust, but you do. Share what you've learned on the mountain, the things you've discovered in the valley. Be a light in their darkness, a friend in their loneliness, a guide when they're lost. You don't have to have all the answers, just be willing to walk with them, to listen, to love. Let them see my light in you, and maybe they'll start to see me in their own lives too. This is how you spread my kingdom, not with grand gestures, but with simple, everyday acts of love and kindness. It's in the small things that my love shines the brightest. When the journey gets hard, and it will, don't forget to come back to me, my child. Don't let the busyness of life crowd out our time together. I'm always here, waiting for you to sit with me, to talk, to listen. Let me refill your cup so you can keep pouring out to others. You were never meant to do this alone. I'm your strength, your refuge, your ever-present help in trouble. So, when the weight of the world feels too heavy, lay it at my feet. Let me carry it for you. There's nothing too big for me, nothing too hard. Trust me with your burdens, and I'll give you rest. My child, as you walk through this life, remember that you are never alone. I'm with you every step of the way, in every moment, in every breath. You are loved, cherished, and held in the palm of my hand. There's nothing that can separate you from my love. Not height nor depth, not angels nor demons, not the past nor the future. You are mine, and I am yours. So walk boldly, with your head held high, knowing that you are my beloved. Let this truth sink deep into your heart, and let it guide you in everything you do. You are my light in this world, my ambassador, my child. Shine brightly, and never forget who you are. As you continue on this journey, know that I have plans for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. You might not see the whole picture now, but trust that I do. I'm weaving together a beautiful tapestry, and you're a part of it. Every thread, every color, every twist and turn is all coming together to create something beyond your wildest dreams. So, don't lose heart. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep holding on to me. The best is yet to come, and I'm excited to share it with you. Remember, I'm with you always to the very end of the age. So let's walk this road together, hand in hand, heart to heart. You've got this because I've got you. My child, I want you to rest easy, knowing that you can place every single one of your burdens in my hands. When the weight of the world feels like it's pressing down on you, remember, I'm here. I'm always here. The stress, the worries, the fears that keep creeping up on you, let them go. Hand them over to me. You see, when you release those worries, it's like you're clearing out the clutter that blocks you from feeling my presence. I want you to feel that presence, to hear my voice, not as a distant echo, but as a soft, steady whisper in your heart. So let's do this together. Trust me with what's on your mind and in your heart. Let me take care of it, because when you do, you're opening up a direct line to me, unhindered by the noise of anxiety. Don't let fear have a home inside you, my child. Fear is a tricky thing. It hides in the shadows, waiting to pounce when you're vulnerable. But here's the thing. I can see into those dark corners where fear likes to dwell, and I want to shine my light into them, to drive that fear out once and for all. So, take a deep breath, sit with me in the stillness, and let my light soak into your soul. Imagine it filling you up, pushing out the darkness, until all that's left is warmth and peace. You don't have to battle fear alone. I'm here to fight it for you. All you have to do is let me. Don't shy away from those quiet moments with me. That's where healing happens, where you'll find the strength you didn't know you had. Each day I give you is a gift, wrapped in my love and grace. I know, sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Life gets messy, plans fall apart, and it's easy to wish for a different reality. But here's the truth. I am sovereign. I see the bigger picture, the one you can't always see from where you're standing. So instead of trying to rewrite the story or fast forward through the tough parts, I want you to embrace each day as it comes. You don't have to understand everything that's happening. You don't even have to like it all. But you can trust that I am in control, that there's a purpose even in the parts that seem pointless. And in that trust, you'll find peace. Rejoice in this day, my child. I made it just for you, with all its ups and downs, twists and turns. I'm not asking you to plaster on a fake smile and pretend everything's perfect. I'm asking you to find the beauty in the midst of the chaos, to see my hand at work even when it feels like everything's falling apart. You're not alone in this. I'm walking every step with you. And yes, some days are harder than others. Some days, joy feels like a far-off dream. But I promise you, there's always something to be thankful for, even if it's just the fact that I'm with you. So look for those moments of joy, those glimmers of grace. They're there, waiting for you to notice. When things don't go the way you hoped or planned, it's easy to slip into regret or resentment. But I'm asking you to shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, start looking for what's right. Instead of getting bogged down by what didn't happen, be grateful for what did. It's not about denying your feelings or pretending everything's okay when it's not. It's about choosing to see me in every situation, to find my fingerprints, even in the messy parts of life. Trust me, I'm working all things together for your good, even when it doesn't feel like it. So thank me in all circumstances, because gratitude is the doorway to peace. Trust, my child. It's a small word with a big impact. When you trust me, you're saying that you believe I'm good, that I'm in control, and that I know what I'm doing. And I do. I know you better than you know yourself. I know what you need even before you ask. So when you feel that familiar knot of fear tightening in your chest, remember who I am. I'm not a distant, uncaring God. I'm your father, your shepherd, your friend. I'm here right beside you, ready to carry you through whatever comes your way. Don't let fear have the final word. Let trust be your anchor, holding you steady in the storm. Thankfulness is powerful, my child. It has the ability to transform your perspective, to shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. When you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you're opening yourself up to receive more of my blessings. You're inviting my peace to settle in your soul. So, start with the little things. The sun on your face, the breath in your lungs, the people who love you. These are all gifts from me, reminders of my goodness and grace. And as you thank me, something beautiful happens. Your heart softens, your worries shrink, and you find yourself resting in my sovereignty, knowing that I've got you, now and always. Rest, my child. isn't just about taking a break from your to-do list. It's about finding a deep, soul-level peace that only I can give. It's about letting go of the need to control everything and everyone around you. It's about trusting that I am at work, even when you can't see it. When you rest in me, you're acknowledging that I am the one who holds all things together. You don't have to strive or struggle. You just need to be still and know that I am God. So take a moment, breathe deeply, and let my peace wash over you. Let it seep into the places where anxiety has taken root, and let it bring you the calm your soul longs for. I know, my child, that life isn't always easy. There are challenges, setbacks, and moments that test your faith. But I want you to know that you're never alone in those moments. I am with you every step of the way. When you're tempted to give in to fear, remember my words. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. You don't have to face the unknown with trembling hands. You can walk boldly, knowing that I've already gone before you, clearing the path and preparing the way. So hold on to that promise. Let it be the light that guides you through the darkest valleys. And know that, with me, you have nothing to fear. I want you to live with a sense of awe and wonder. There's so much beauty in this world, so much to discover and explore. Don't let worry steal that from you. Don't let fear rob you of the joy that comes from trusting in my love. I am sovereign, yes, but I am also the creator of every good and perfect gift. I've placed so much beauty around you, just waiting for you to see it. So, open your eyes, lift your head, and take in the wonder of it all. Rejoice in the day I've given you, trust in my plan, and rest in my love. This is the life I want for you, a life of peace, joy, and unshakable trust in me. My child, I know you're caught up in life's whirlwind, your emotions tossing and turning like the waves of a stormy sea. But listen, I'm right here with you, constant, unchanging, and filled with a love that never runs dry. You see, while your feelings ebb and flow, I'm steady. My love for you, it's not just a fleeting thing. It's an everlasting, deep-rooted truth. It's easy for you to get swept away by the ups and downs, to think that maybe I'm as inconsistent as the world around you. But don't let those thoughts cloud your view of me. You've got to understand, I'm not like that. I am the same, yesterday, today, and forever. My love doesn't flicker out when things get tough, it shines brighter. Just take a moment, breathe, and let that sink in. My love is yours, always. I know how easily the world can make you feel lost, like you're caught in a storm with no shelter in sight. But don't you worry, I've got you covered. My love for you is like a lighthouse in the dark, guiding you back to me no matter how far you drift. The thing is, you often let your emotions get the best of you. You start to think that maybe my love is as changeable as your moods. But that's not the case, my dear. My love is as constant as the sunrise, as reliable as the earth beneath your feet. Even when you feel unworthy, when doubt creeps in, know that my love is right there, unwavering. It's easy to project your own insecurities onto me, but I'm telling you now, there's nothing you could do to shake my love for you. You know, my child, it's easy to get caught up in the chaos, to let the noise drown out the quiet truth of my love. But if you just pause for a moment, you'll find me right here, gazing at you with a love that's as deep as the oceans. I see you. I really do. Not just the surface stuff, the smiles, the tears, but the core of who you are. I love every part of you, and I'm not going anywhere. I am the same, yesterday, today, and forever. You might think I'd change with the times, that maybe my love would falter when you stumble. But my love is steadfast. It's not dependent on your actions or your circumstances. So when the world feels like it's closing in, remember this. My love is a refuge, a place where you can always find peace. Life's ups and downs can make you feel like you're on a roller coaster, one moment flying high and the next plunging into the depths. But I want you to know, my love is the steady hand that holds you through it all. When you're faced with uncertainty, it's easy to feel like you're all alone, like no one understands. But here's the thing, I'm right here with you in every twist and turn. My love isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's a promise, an unbreakable bond. You might be tempted to believe that My love changes with your circumstances, but that's not how I work. My love for you is eternal, a steady current that flows through every moment of your life. So let go of the doubts, the fears. My love is your anchor, keeping you grounded even when the world feels like it's spinning out of control. It's natural, my child, to feel like the world's weight is too much to bear, to think that maybe I've forgotten about you in the midst of it all. But I haven't. I'm right here, closer than your next breath, pouring out my love for you. The world may change, people may come and go, but I remain constant. My love doesn't waver, even when you do. It's easy to forget that, to get caught up in the daily grind and overlook the quiet moments where I'm reaching out to you. But if you just take a moment to listen, to really be still, you'll feel my love surrounding you. It's not something you have to earn or chase after, it's already yours. Just open your heart and let it in. I'm here, and I'm never leaving your side. I see you, my child, trying to navigate this complicated world, and I want you to know you're not doing it alone. My love for you is a constant, a never-ending flow that sustains you even when you're at your weakest. I understand that life can be overwhelming, that sometimes it feels like you're caught in a storm with no end in sight. But my love is the shelter you can always run to. I'm not swayed by your emotions or the world's chaos. My love is firm, unwavering. It's a foundation you can build your life on. So when you're feeling lost, when the world is too much, remember that I'm here, holding you in my love. Let that truth wash over you. Let it bring you peace. My love is not just a feeling, it's a lifeline, a promise that I will never leave you. There's so much I want to show you, so much love I want you to experience. But you've got to let go of the doubts, the fears that hold you back. My love isn't conditional. It's not something that comes and goes based on what you do or don't do. It's constant, like the sun that rises every morning without fail. I know the world can be tough, that it can make you feel unworthy, like you're not enough. But in my eyes, you are perfect, beloved, and worthy of all the love I have to give. So don't be afraid to lean on me, to trust in my love. I'm here, always. Let my love be your guide, your comfort, and your strength. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your own. I'm with you, and I love you more than you could ever imagine. You know, sometimes it's hard to see beyond the challenges, to believe that there's more than the struggle in front of you. But I'm here to tell you, my love is the light that shines even in the darkest times. When you feel like you're walking through the shadows, remember that my love is your guide, leading you towards peace and joy. I'm not distant, not some far-off figure you have to reach out to. I'm right here with you in every moment. My love is the constant you can count on, the promise that never fades. So when the world feels heavy, when the road seems too long, remember that you're not walking it alone. I'm by your side, every step of the way, pouring out my love to sustain you. Just trust in me and you'll find that my love is more than enough to carry you through. I know that sometimes life feels like a puzzle, with pieces that don't quite fit. But I want you to know I see the bigger picture. My love for you is woven into every part of your life, even the parts that seem confusing or broken. You might not always understand why things happen the way they do, but trust that my love is at work in all things. It's easy to get discouraged, to think that maybe you're forgotten, but that's not the case. I'm here, always, and my love for you never changes. It's a love that heals, that restores, that brings beauty out of ashes. So don't give up. Hold on to the truth that I am with you, that my love is working in your life even when you can't see it. You are deeply loved, my child, more than you know. In this ever-changing world, my love is your constant. It's the one thing you can always rely on, no matter what. I know there are times when you feel like you're not enough, like you're falling short. But I want you to know, in my eyes, you are enough. You are more than enough. My love for you is not based on what you do or don't do. It's based on who you are, and you are mine. So don't be afraid to rest in my love, to let it fill you up and give you the strength you need. I'm here, always. And my love is your safe place, your refuge. Let it flow into you. Let it remind you that you are never alone. I am with you, my child, today, tomorrow, and always. My love for you is everlasting, and it will never, ever fail. My child, you've been climbing this steep, arduous path for what feels like an eternity, and I see how you're starting to flag. Your strength is running low, and you've stumbled more than a few times, but I see the way you're still clinging to my hand. It warms my heart to see how, despite the challenges, you're determined to stay by my side. The journey has been rough, I know, but your steadfastness does not go unnoticed. Even as your energy wanes, remember this: your faith and persistence bring a smile to my face. Keep holding on, for this path, though it feels endless, is leading you to something profoundly beautiful. Your struggles are not in vain, and every step you take brings you closer to the joy and peace I've promised you. Yet, there's something I must address, something that's been troubling my heart. I've noticed your tendency to complain, and though I understand the weight of your burdens, I wish you'd refrain from voicing these complaints to others. You see, when you share your frustrations with those around you, it opens the door to feelings of self-pity and anger, emotions that can weigh heavily on your spirit. I know the path is tough and that you're feeling the strain, but instead of letting these feelings fester, bring them to me. When you voice your struggles to me, it's as though you're laying down your heavy pack, allowing me to help you carry it. Talking to me is a safe harbor for your weary soul. Let your heart spill out its troubles, and let your frustrations flow like a river. When you do, I'll be there to listen, to soothe, and to offer my perspective. My understanding is boundless, and I see the full picture of what you're going through. By sharing your thoughts with me, you invite my guidance and my comfort into your life. I'll temper your worries with my calming presence, and in this exchange, you'll find clarity and peace. Trust that I am here to help you make sense of the chaos and to replace your despair with hope. In contrast, when you complain to others, it's like opening a window to a stormy day, letting the tempest of your emotions swirl around and possibly even pull others into your turbulence. I understand that sharing your struggles can feel like a release, but remember that I am the one who can best help you weather this storm. Talking to others might offer momentary relief, but it doesn't bring the same kind of deep, lasting comfort and resolution that you'll find in me. Come to me with your worries, your frustrations, and your doubts. I'll turn your tumult into tranquility and your sorrow into songs of joy. When you find yourself on the brink of grumbling or feeling overwhelmed by the difficulties you face, pause and turn your thoughts to me. In those moments of temptation to complain, let your heart call out to me instead. I am always here, ready to listen and to provide you with strength. As you open up to me, I'll infuse your mind with my thoughts, my guiding wisdom. It's in these sacred exchanges that you'll find the resilience you need to keep moving forward. I'll soothe your troubled spirit and replace your anguish with a melody of hope and encouragement. Consider this, my child. Every time you come to me with your struggles, it's like inviting a gentle rain to refresh your parched soul. When you pour out your heart to me, I listen with the patience of 1,000 sunsets. I'll meet you where you are and bring the comfort and insight you need to navigate the rough patches. You don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Lean on me, and I'll help you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Through this intimacy, you'll discover a new strength, a fresh perspective that will make the journey easier and more bearable. Your journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about growing closer to me along the way. Each step you take, each trial you face, is an opportunity to deepen our bond. When you come to me with your troubles, you're allowing me to be a part of every facet of your life. I cherish these moments of connection, where I can offer my love, my wisdom, and my encouragement. In these interactions, you're not just finding relief from your struggles, you're strengthening our relationship and learning to rely on my unending support. Remember, my child, that every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. When you keep your complaints close to me rather than sharing them with the world, you're making space for my grace and my strength to fill you up. By turning your gaze toward me, you're opening your heart to my healing touch and my nurturing presence. I'm here to transform your doubts into faith, your weariness into renewed vigor. Let my voice be the one that guides you through the rough patches, and let my song be the melody that lifts your spirits. Your faithfulness and perseverance are like a beautiful tapestry being woven with each passing day. The threads of your struggles and triumphs come together to create something magnificent. Even when you falter, when you feel like you've lost your way, remember that I am the master weaver, guiding every strand with precision and love. As you walk this path with me, let go of the urge to complain and instead, allow my presence to transform your trials into a testament of my love and care. The journey we're on together is one of profound intimacy and growth. Each step you take with me by your side is a step toward a deeper understanding of my love and a more profound sense of peace. Don't let the temptation to complain pull you away from this precious connection. Instead, come to me with an open heart, and I will replace your grumbles with gratitude, your weariness with joy. Through our conversations, you'll find that the path, though difficult, is also filled with blessings and insights that will carry you through. My child, trust me enough to let things unfold without trying to predict or control every little detail. I know it can be tempting to want to have all the answers and to be in control, but that's a heavy burden to bear. Instead, just relax and immerse yourself in the warmth of my everlasting love. My love light shines brightly and unchanging, but I know you often miss its glow because you're so focused on what's coming next. By trying to handle everything on your own, you're subtly pushing away the very help I'm eager to offer. It's a common mistake, so commonplace that it often goes unnoticed. But let's work on seeing things differently, shall we? When you try to map out every step of your future, rehearsing what you'll do or say, you're basically saying you've got this covered without needing my support. And let me tell you, that's not only exhausting, but also a subtle form of self-reliance that can pull you away from the peace I offer. I want you to know that you don't have to carry that weight alone. In fact, the more you lean on me, the lighter and more carefree your journey will be. So why not give yourself a break and trust in my guidance? Living fully in the present moment is where true freedom lies. Imagine letting go of all those worries about the future and instead, finding joy in the here and now. Depend on me for each moment, for each breath, and watch how your life transforms. Instead of fearing that you might fall short or be inadequate, celebrate the abundant supply I provide. It's like having a never-ending source of energy and love that you can tap into anytime. Let go of the notion that you have to handle everything on your own. Rejoice in the knowledge that my supply is more than sufficient for your every need. Even when you think you've got it all figured out, keep in mind that you're never truly alone. I'm right here, ready to help with every little thing you encounter. Don't compartmentalize your life into what you can handle and what you can't. Instead, learn to rely on me in every single situation, no matter how big or small. This habit, my child, will lead you to a more fulfilled and joyful life. Think about how much more enjoyable life becomes when you stop trying to be self-sufficient all the time. By leaning on me, you'll find a newfound sense of confidence and serenity. It's like finding a hidden reservoir of peace and assurance that's been waiting for you all along. Don't let the fear of inadequacy or the need to control everything rob you of this gift. Embrace the comfort that comes from knowing you have my support at every turn. As you train your mind to seek my help in every situation, you'll begin to see how much smoother things can go. You won't have to worry about stumbling or falling short because you'll be drawing from a well that never runs dry. This is a discipline, a practice, but it's one that will transform how you experience each day. Your burdens will feel lighter and your path will seem clearer, all because you've chosen to trust in me. Imagine waking up each day without the weight of trying to control everything. What if you could start your day with a sense of peace, knowing that you don't have to have all the answers? This is the freedom I offer you, my child. By relying on me continuously, you'll find that you're more capable and at ease than you ever were when you tried to manage everything on your own. It's a wonderful way to live, full of trust and joy. Every time you feel confident to handle something on your own, remember that seeking my help isn't a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a recognition of the strength and love that flows from me to you. By not dividing your life into things I can handle and things I need help with, you'll find a more seamless and fulfilling way to navigate your journey. Let this be a new way of living for you, one where my presence is a constant, comforting companion. In every challenge you face, big or small, let my presence be your first response. Don't wait until you're overwhelmed to call on me. Instead, let's make this a daily practice, integrating my guidance into every aspect of your life. The more you make this a habit, the more you'll find that life is less of a struggle and more of a dance. It's all about moving in harmony with my divine plan for you. Embrace this approach with an open heart. As you let go of the need to control and predict, and instead rely on my love and support, you'll discover a new level of peace and confidence. It's a beautiful way to live, one where each moment is an opportunity to experience my love in its fullest measure. Trust in me, and let the joy of this new way of living fill your heart and guide your steps. My child, let me remind you of who I am, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end of everything you've ever known or imagined. From before the dawn of creation, when the stars were flung into the heavens and the earth was formed from the chaos, I've been here, with you in every heartbeat and breath. I am the essence of every hope and dream you've ever had, the quiet whisper in your soul that yearns for something greater, something pure. Before you truly knew me, you wandered through a world that seemed to conspire against your peace, marred by hurt and shadows. But now, I stand as your shield, protecting you with a love that wraps around you like the warmest embrace. My presence is the sanctuary that shelters you from the storms of life, guiding you from darkness into my marvelous light. Life's pleasures can be intoxicating, can't they? They sparkle and gleam like stars in the night sky, tempting you to reach out and hold them tightly. Yet remember this, my child. No pleasure is indispensable. No joy is a lifeline. You see, while these gifts may bring you moments of happiness, they are not the essence of your being. Enjoy them, yes, but never let them define you or become the center of your existence. Keep your hands open, allowing my blessings to flow freely through your life. When you hold on to them too tightly, you risk missing out on the beauty of what I offer beyond them. Let your focus shift from the fleeting gifts to the eternal giver, and you will find a peace that surpasses all understanding. In the grand tapestry of life, it's easy to get caught up in the vibrant threads of pleasures and desires. But here's a truth that will anchor you through every storm. You are complete in me. The world may present an endless parade of things to chase and cling to. But remember, none of these can ever truly fulfill you like my presence can. I am the constant in your ever-changing life. My love for you is unwavering, unchanging, and eternal. When you feel the weight of the world pressing down on you, it's my embrace that lifts you up. You don't need to search for validation in the applause of others or the fleeting joys of the world, because in me, you find your truest self and deepest peace. Life has a way of presenting itself in ups and downs, highs and lows. And through it all, there's one thing you can always count on: my presence. It's not something you have to earn or maintain through your efforts. It's a gift given freely, forever. Just as the sun rises and sets without fail, so too does my presence remain with you, unwavering and true. Even in the darkest nights or the most tumultuous storms, you're never alone. My light pierces through the gloom, guiding you with a steady hand. I am the gentle whisper in your heart, the calm in your chaos. Embrace this truth, and you'll find solace and strength that nothing else can offer. It's easy to get distracted, isn't it? Life's distractions are like a cacophony of noise that drowns out the softer, sweeter melodies of my presence. Amid the clamor of daily life, I invite you to pause and reconnect with me. Turn your gaze inward and listen for the quiet assurance that I am here. Let go of the frantic rush and the clinging to temporary joys. They're like fleeting shadows compared to the brilliant light of my love that is always with you. In the stillness of your heart, you'll find me waiting, ready to renew your spirit and refresh your soul. Allow my presence to be your constant guide and comfort, and you'll discover a wellspring of peace and joy that endures beyond the superficial. As you navigate the path of life, remember this: my love for you is not contingent on your success or failures. It's a love that transcends every condition, every circumstance. It's easy to think that you need to achieve something or prove yourself in some way to earn my love. But that's simply not the case. My love is a gift, freely given, not based on what you do, but on who you are to me. You are my beloved, and that is a status that can never be taken from you. So relax in the knowledge that you are cherished beyond measure. You are enough, just as you are, and my presence in your life is the greatest affirmation of that truth. You might find yourself wondering about the future, about what's to come and how it will all unfold. But fret not, my child, for the future is in my hands. You don't have to shoulder the burden of uncertainty alone. I am already there, walking with you through every moment yet to come. My presence is your assurance that you are never walking this path alone. You may not always see the road ahead clearly, but trust that I am guiding you every step of the way. The journey may be filled with twists and turns, but my love is the steady compass that will keep you on course, bringing you to places of growth, joy, and fulfillment. There's a freedom in knowing that you don't have to cling to the transient joys of life. It's like holding a precious gem with an open hand, knowing that it's a gift, but not letting it define you. When you focus on the giver rather than the gifts, you open yourself up to a deeper, more enduring joy. My presence fills the spaces where the world's pleasures fall short. It's like a river that never runs dry, a source of endless refreshment for your soul. Embrace this freedom, my child, and let it guide you toward a life that's anchored in my unwavering love and grace. In doing so, you'll find a peace that nothing else can offer. Remember, my child, that every blessing in your life is a reflection of my love for you. But while these blessings are precious, they are not the heart of your existence. I am the heart, the soul, the core of your being. When you find yourself tempted to cling to the comforts of life, take a step back and remember that I am the source of all that is good. By keeping your focus on me, you'll find that you're not only content, but truly fulfilled. I am the one thing you absolutely need, and I am always with you. My presence is a constant, a divine reassurance that no matter what happens, you are held securely in my love and grace. In the dance of life, there's a rhythm that moves through every joy and every challenge, and that rhythm is my presence with you. It's a song that plays softly in the background, a melody that can soothe your worries and uplift your spirits. When you're feeling overwhelmed or uncertain, let this divine melody remind you of the love and security you have in me. It's a rhythm that never falters, a song that will guide you through every twist and turn of life. Trust in this rhythm, my child, and let it lead you to a place of peace and assurance. In my presence, you'll find a harmony that brings everything into perspective and fills your heart with enduring joy. My child, take heed when you find yourself looking for your reflection in the eyes of others. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of others' opinions and judgments. But remember, those glimpses are often distorted. People's thoughts about you are like shifting sands, dependent on their mood, their experiences, and their own state of being. What you see through their eyes is not a clear picture, but a tangled mess of their own biases and perceptions. It's a dangerous game to let their views mold your sense of self, almost like worshiping an idol made of fragile clay that can crumble with the slightest touch. You don't want to be a puppet dancing to their tune, do you? Instead, look at yourself through my eyes. My gaze upon you is as steady as the northern star, unshaken by the storms of sin and doubt. My vision of you is not clouded by the messiness of the human condition. When you see yourself through my eyes, you see someone who is unconditionally loved, cherished beyond measure, and valued in a way that goes beyond earthly understanding. This is not a fleeting feeling or a transient compliment. It is a profound, eternal truth that anchors your soul. My love for you is as constant as the rising sun, never wavering, never fading. I know it's tempting to seek validation from others, to have your worth confirmed by their approval. But remember, my child, when you place your trust in others' opinions, you're placing your heart in a fragile and unreliable place. People's opinions can be as fickle as the wind, changing direction with every passing moment. It's like trying to build a house on sand, only to watch it collapse with each wave that crashes against it. Instead, let my love be the bedrock upon which you build your self-worth. My approval isn't based on your actions or appearances, but on the simple, pure fact of who you are in my eyes. Finding peace means resting in the knowledge that you are loved by me, irrespective of how others see you or how you may perceive yourself through their lenses. When you accept my love and understand its depth, you'll experience a profound tranquility that surpasses all human understanding. It's a peace that doesn't come from external sources, but from within, knowing that you are perfectly and unconditionally loved. It's like finding a quiet, serene spot amidst a noisy and chaotic world, where the clamor of external judgments can no longer reach you. I want you to be at ease in my presence, my child. When you're tempted to measure your worth by others' standards or their fleeting affirmations, pause and remember my gaze. It's like standing under the open sky, bathed in the steady light of the sun, feeling its warmth and security. Let my love envelop you, wrapping you in a cocoon of divine affection that shields you from the cold winds of external judgment. In this space, you are free to be yourself without the burden of striving for approval. Worship me in spirit and truth, my child, and you'll find that your focus shifts from seeking validation to celebrating the relationship we share. Worship isn't about performance or outward expressions, but about the deep, intimate connection we have. It's about offering your true self, your hopes, your fears, your joys, and your struggles into my loving hands. This genuine act of worship will bring you closer to me, allowing you to experience the fullness of my love and the peace that comes with it. Remember, my gaze is untainted by sin, pure and unwavering. When you look through the lens of my love, you see yourself not as the world sees you, but as I see you, beautiful, cherished, and full of potential. This vision isn't marred by flaws or imperfections, but is a reflection of the divine love that defines your true essence. Embrace this perspective and let it shape how you see yourself, not just in moments of clarity, but in every aspect of your life. When you feel overwhelmed by the opinions of others, retreat to my presence and let my steady gaze reassure you. It's like finding solace in a storm, knowing that the tempest will pass and calm will return. My love for you remains constant, and in my presence, you'll find a sense of peace that can't be shaken by the winds of external criticism. This peace is your refuge, a sanctuary where you can rest and renew. Don't let the shifting tides of others' opinions dictate your sense of self-worth. Their views are transient and unreliable, like shadows that change with the light. Instead, let my love be the compass that guides you, the constant in a world of uncertainties. When you anchor yourself in my love, you'll navigate life's challenges with a confidence that comes from knowing you are valued beyond measure. My child, your worth is defined by the love I have for you, not by the ever-changing judgments of the world. As you journey through life, let my steady gaze be your guide and your comfort. Rest in the knowledge that you are eternally loved and valued by me. This truth is the foundation upon which you can build a life of genuine peace and joy. Embrace it fully, and let it transform how you see yourself and how you interact with the world. Trust in my love, and you'll find that everything else falls into place. My child, I invite you to take a moment, just a moment, to be still and rest in my presence. When life's demands and pressures start to swirl around you like a relentless storm, that's when you need this sacred space the most. I know how hectic and tangled things can get, and it's precisely in these chaotic moments that my presence becomes a sanctuary. So, take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Feel the tension melt away as you let my calm embrace envelop you. Relax, knowing that my face is shining upon you, offering you the peace that only I can provide. It's in this stillness, this quiet communion with me, that you'll find the solace your soul desperately craves. You see, my child, I understand how anxiety and worry can wrap around you like a heavy blanket, making you feel trapped and suffocated. It breaks my heart when I see you tangled in such knots, trying to handle everything on your own. Don't you know that I've given you a precious gift? My peace is a divine treasure, one that I secured for you with the ultimate sacrifice. My Son, Jesus Christ, endured a cruel death on the cross to ensure this blessing was yours to hold. When you're in the throes of anxiety, remember this: I've already won the battle for you, and all you need to do is receive my gift with gratitude. Let me remind you of something incredibly important, my child. My peace isn't just a fleeting emotion or a temporary state of calm. It's an inner treasure, a wellspring of serenity that grows stronger as you trust in me. Picture it like a deep, unshakable reservoir within you, unaffected by the storms of life that may rage outside. Circumstances might come and go, tossing and turning like wild waves, but my peace remains steadfast and unyielding. It's there for you to tap into whenever you need, whenever you choose to pause and bask in my presence. Trust in this truth, and let it anchor you through even the most turbulent of times. When I see you caught in the whirlwind of life, it's like watching a child frantically searching for something they've had all along. The peace I offer you is not something you need to chase or struggle to attain. It's already within you, waiting to be embraced. I want you to imagine my peace as a warm, glowing light inside your heart, a constant source of comfort and strength. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, close your eyes and let this inner light guide you back to my presence. You don't have to wrestle with your worries alone. Instead, let my peace flow freely, soothing your spirit and restoring your balance. Think of how a gentle rain can wash away the grime of a stormy day, bringing a fresh, clean clarity. That's what my peace does for you. It cleanses your mind and heart, washing away the dirt of worry and fear, leaving you refreshed and renewed. By simply being still and focusing on me, you allow this cleansing rain of peace to settle over you. It's a divine refreshment, washing away the anxieties and stresses that cling to you. Embrace this moment of stillness as a sacred opportunity to reconnect with the purity of my peace, which flows effortlessly into your life, no matter how tumultuous things may seem. Sometimes, it's easy to forget that I am always with you, especially when the noise of life drowns out my whispers. It's in these quiet moments, however, that you truly discover the depth of my presence. Just like a mother gently soothing a restless child, I am here to calm your fears and ease your troubled heart. Allow yourself to be held by my presence, to be wrapped in the comforting embrace of my peace. This is not a luxury or an afterthought. It's a fundamental part of who I am and what I offer you. So let go of the hustle and bustle, and let my gentle presence be your resting place. My child, you might wonder why it's so crucial to be still and embrace my peace when everything around you seems to be in chaos. The answer is simple but profound. In stillness, you make space for my peace to enter and fill you. When you're constantly on the move, frantically trying to manage every little detail of your life, you close yourself off to the divine calm I offer. By choosing to pause and be still, you open your heart and mind to receive my peace fully. It's a deliberate choice to prioritize your connection with me over the chaos of your circumstances. And in that choice, you'll find a profound sense of calm and reassurance. Consider this, my child. The gift of my peace is like a treasure chest locked away in your heart. It's yours to claim and cherish, but you must unlock it through stillness and trust. Each time you choose to quiet your mind and seek my presence, you're turning the key to that chest and letting the riches of my peace flow into your life. It's not about ignoring your troubles, but about placing them in perspective and allowing my peace to overshadow them. Remember, this treasure is priceless, more valuable than anything the world can offer. It's a constant reminder of my love and the sacrifice made for your well-being. I know life can be demanding and often overwhelming, but don't let that drive you away from the haven of my peace. The world will always have its challenges, its ups and downs, but my peace remains a steady beacon amidst the storm. I urge you, my child, to come to me regularly, not just in moments of crisis, but as a daily practice. This constant communion with me will help you stay grounded and serene, no matter what life throws your way. The more you lean into my peace, the more you'll find yourself equipped to handle the trials and tribulations with grace and composure. Remember that my peace is not a fleeting comfort, but a constant, abiding presence. It's the quiet assurance that I am with you, holding you close through every challenge and every triumph. In the stillness of your heart, you'll find that my peace is ever present, waiting for you to acknowledge and embrace it. So let go of the anxieties that bind you and come rest in my presence. Allow my peace to wash over you, to fill you with a calm that transcends understanding. This is my promise to you, a divine gift that endures forever. My child, prepare yourself to embrace suffering with an open heart, for it is through the trials you face that my divine purpose unfolds. In my kingdom, every ounce of pain and every knot of trouble holds a sacred opportunity, a chance for you to demonstrate your unwavering trust in me. When the weight of suffering presses down on you, remember, it's not in vain. Each moment of hardship can be a testament to your faith, and by bearing it bravely, even lifting your voice in gratitude, you offer me a form of praise that rings out through the heavens like the purest golden bells. This act of sacrificial thanksgiving is like sending ripples of grace into eternity, where joy echoes back to you, filling your heart with a profound sense of peace. When the storms of life blow fiercely against you, keep in mind that I am sovereign and omnipotent, able to weave good out of every thread of trouble. It's easy to want to run from pain or to bury your head in the sand when difficulties arise, but I urge you to face them head-on. Accept adversity not as a curse, but as a canvas upon which my purposes are painted. Embrace your trials as opportunities for growth, and in doing so, you will transform your suffering into a conduit for my divine plan. By offering your struggles up to me, you not only find deeper meaning in your hardships, but also draw closer to my heart. In the midst of your suffering, take comfort in knowing that each challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your relationship with me. It's not about how long or how intense the trial may be, but about how you respond with trust and gratitude. As you walk through the valleys of pain and shadow, remember that I walk with you. Your acceptance of these trials, coupled with your steadfast faith, creates a powerful testament of resilience that reverberates throughout the cosmos. This trust doesn't just elevate your spirit, but transforms your suffering into a beacon of light that guides others through their own dark times. Your trials, though harsh and unyielding, are not without purpose. I know it may seem like an uphill battle, and the road may be rough, but every bump and bruise along the way is shaping you into something greater. Embrace these moments as opportunities to refine your soul and to show the world the strength that lies in trusting me. By facing your struggles with a heart full of thanks, you're not just enduring, you're transforming. This transformation is the essence of what it means to live out your faith, to turn hardship into triumph, and to let joy blossom from the very ashes of adversity. Remember that every tear you shed and every sigh you release is seen and held close to my heart. These moments of suffering are not forgotten or disregarded, but are woven into the grand tapestry of your life story. When you accept your trials with a spirit of gratitude, you're participating in a divine exchange where your pain becomes part of a larger, more magnificent picture. This is where your suffering finds its true purpose, and where your trust in me becomes a living testament of unwavering faith. It's in this sacred dance of giving and receiving that you'll find a profound sense of peace and joy. Your ability to thank me for the trials you face is a testament to the depth of your faith. It's not just about accepting your circumstances, but about seeing them through my eyes and understanding that they hold the potential for great good. This kind of praise, born from the furnace of suffering, sends waves of joy through the heavenly realms, stirring up a symphony of divine approval and grace. The very act of offering your trials to me transforms them into something beautiful and redemptive. You turn the mundane struggle into a holy offering, a gesture of love and faith that reverberates through eternity. As you walk through the fire of your trials, don't forget that you're not walking alone. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you and supporting you through the darkest nights. It's in these moments that your faith is truly tested and refined, and your response of trust and thankfulness becomes a profound declaration of your relationship with me. Each moment of patient endurance becomes a testimony of my presence in your life, and through this, joy emerges, like a brilliant sunrise after the storm. Your steadfast spirit amidst suffering is a powerful witness to my enduring love and grace. In the grand scheme of things, your suffering is but a fleeting moment in the eternal dance of your existence. It may seem overwhelming, like an unending storm, but remember that every drop of rain and every clap of thunder has a purpose. When you face your challenges with an open heart and a grateful spirit, you transform these moments of pain into opportunities for divine growth. Your willingness to accept adversity and offer it up to me turns your suffering into a golden thread in the rich tapestry of your life, making each moment of hardship a chance to draw closer to my eternal love. Even in the midst of your suffering, find solace in the fact that every trial you face is an opportunity to showcase the strength of your faith. It's through your patient endurance and heartfelt gratitude that you turn suffering into a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for others. By embracing your challenges with trust and grace, you're not just surviving, you're thriving in the embrace of my love. This transformation is where true joy is born, and it's through this process that your suffering becomes a testament to the boundless possibilities of divine grace. So, my child, as you navigate the trials and tribulations of life, remember that each moment of suffering is an invitation to deepen your relationship with me. Accept your adversities with an open heart and a spirit of thanksgiving, and watch as they are transformed into sources of profound joy and purpose. Through your trust and resilience, you're not just enduring hardships, but turning them into powerful testimonies of my love and sovereignty. Let each challenge you face be an opportunity to draw closer to me, and let the joy that arises from your faith shine brightly in the midst of your struggles. Amen.